Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And it almost feels like we were destined to get to this point. The top two seeds of the college football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions, and now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And he takes this from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. For the Oregon Ducks, return team not doing the offense any favors there. Well, here we go, Kirk. The energy in this place is tremendous. We are 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion.
And think about it, Chris. These two teams have put everything into this to get to this stage and this opportunity. Let's see who can handle it better.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Heading left after the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
To the air, it's Gabriel. Pressure is coming. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
And this quarterback is a stud. I looked at him all week and thought he had a chance to light up the scoreboard. But if the defense can put that kind of pressure on him, that's how you slow him down today.
Grab near the sticks. It's Stewart. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Holden. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
And that run produces a decent gain.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. A throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Stewart. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And it's a bunch formation. Trying to find room. It's James. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Gabriel. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Well, anytime the quarterback takes off and improvises, there's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground. He does a nice job of going off script, trying to create to make something, anything happen, but he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball away.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Bell. They moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. Wideouts now clustered.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, once in a while as a defensive coordinator, you roll the dice, take a chance, and hope to get home to the quarterback. That's exactly what occurred there with the free safety blitzing and sacking the QB.
That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
A gain of 2 yards, and now it's second down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice, easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice, easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
And they pick up the first down. Tackle at the 25.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Back to pass. It's back. Bringing pressure. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution. Championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Return starts from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown, and they bounce back from that costly error here. That's a bullet over the middle. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
And he lofts it deep over the middle. And the ball is picked off. Gets past the tackler into open space now. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. Important second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the first down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. He's running out of time here. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Dropping back. It's back. Looking for the wideout. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession. Should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Here's the handoff on a counter. And he's brought down out at the 46. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. Well, they've flipped into the field. We're set for the second quarter, and the national championship trophy is in the building. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Holden. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Tried to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there, and now it's a fourth down call.
Boy, he comes up just short of his first down, but a nice job of picking up some yards on third and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't quite enough to pick up the first down, but he gives them a chance.
Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Second down play coming up for this offense. To throw, it's Gabriel. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And the gain just good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. He's moving out of the pocket now. Can he reach the end zone? Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Well, this offense was looking for a big play, and I think this quarterback's eyes lit up when he realized there's nobody in front of him. He takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. Point after, up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Lovett. He stopped and gets a first down.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And you know, being able to have a balanced attack is so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
And that pass ball is incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And that one's picked off. What a play. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. The Ducks pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
Nice job here by this back picking up a first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. They're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Now it's second down here. Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. Defense is coming after him. He went for it, and he gets it on the scramble. That is deflating for this defense.
I really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. The Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's James. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 43-yard attempt. And that one's straight down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. But he stopped short of the first down. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Catch made on the right side. Now the offense will spend a timeout here. Wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The sure hands. It's Lovett. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Grab down the middle. It's ETN. Look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Along the sideline, but it's incomplete. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. The pass rush closing in. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. So with just seconds left before halftime, out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to tie things up at the break. And he's got it from 56 yards away, never in doubt. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. They'll return it from inside the 5. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line. The eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And a really competitive game so far. I'm talking razor-thin margins in the big statistical categories. And while it may be a broken record, turnovers are the name of the game. The team that limits them, the ones that win that turnover margin, generally speaking, are the ones that have the best chance to get that done.
The Ducks will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Motion now from the tight end. They get the second half started with the running play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go by the time he got the ball in his hands.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. He's past the 30, past the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And they go in front here in the second half.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. To throw, it's Gabriel. Lets it fly to the wideout, but it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down. And the Ducks will send their punt team onto the field. This one will be fair caught. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st down, it's play action. Lets it go quickly. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Receiver in motion now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. Looks like Georgia will have the 1st down. Big guys up front line up. It's 1st down. They're going to run it here. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. It's Beck. Running back has it on a screen now. And the tackle is made. The defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the 1st down. The Dogs bring their punt team onto the field. With the return, it's McClellan. And they finally stop him, but he found a nice lane in that return. Puts the start of the drive in good position. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking out throwing here to start the drive.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And the protection breaks down yet again another sack.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. We've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run, also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those sacks.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket. The Ducks will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Fair catch made near the 45. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
The offense now operating in empty. Dropping back, it's Beck. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle made after the completion.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. The Dogs will have to punt this one away. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Trying to find some room. It's James. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Makes a quick catch. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Now, the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage. But they couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
It's a shotgun run call. Great cut. They whiff on him. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Receiver makes the catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down. Important 3rd down play coming up after that completion. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. In the clear at the 25. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down.
Well, that's a great example of a defense selling out to stop a third down and short. At 3rd and 2, looks like they put everybody up near the line of scrimmage, and when the back got free, he's able to go and pick up huge yards because there's no safeties back there to slow him down.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
What a great call here by the offensive coordinator. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and even though you're close to the end zone, you can still throw it and use the timing to your advantage and allow this receiver to be able to walk into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Handed off for a draw. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Speck. Running back grabs it on a screen.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. The fact is, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
And the returner will be brought down. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on them. Right now, the defensive coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Ducks will have to kick this away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. 1st down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He bought some time, now lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Humphreys. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. Dogs will line up to put it away. Running it back, it's McClellan. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Great cut there. And the defense brings him down.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here. Using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we see a timeout. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Boy, questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Rolling the dice a bit. Up one possession and going for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs during the late stages of this game. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. That's a big game. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. Drive stays alive with that first down completion. Back to throw. It's Beck. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. Well, hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? The offense gets the football back. Very lucky. Still have a chance now. It is third down and forever. He'll look to throw it. Just trying to get rid of it. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
The defense does a really good job here on this critical third down and getting pressure on the offensive line and the pass protection. You know the pressure might be coming from somewhere, but the question is for the offensive line, where? They didn't tip their hand at all. They came at the last second, and they got to the quarterback.
Field goal try, no good. Missed chance to tie this game, still down by 3.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good hold by the holder. Everything looked to be the way you'd like as a kicker. He just misses it, and the ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Very important possession here. Defense did a great job preserving that 3-point lead. Now it's the offense's turn to build that cushion. They'll test the right side here. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Ducks enter the final minute of play, just hoping to run this clock out. They'll run it from the gun. The Sauk were able to bring him down quickly. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Scanning the field, it's Gabriel. He's escaping the pocket now. pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Short pass finds the tight end. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. And that knee should do it. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For the first time ever, national champions and your kings of the college football world, the Oregon Ducks.